Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is another episode of the MCSP Radio Show. It's your boy in the mix, A Reese. Blah, blah, blah. I messed up, but y'all already know, man. BGSC Network. I get tongue tied sometimes, man, when you sitting here talking and got a lot of things on your mind. But shit happens, man. We doing it live like we always do. YouTube. How y'all doing, man? Got a good show for y'all, man. We talking about playoffs, NFL playoffs, the highs and lows of things that we have seen before. Well, things that we've just seen over this past weekend. I'm gonna give y'all my input, my emphasis. I got my 3 points, my winners and losers. Y'all already know how it is, baby. So let's get this thing started. Y'all ready? We doing it.
Swagger pimp, yeah. Can't now another nigga like me. Yeah. Okay, it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rockin'. It's time for hip hop. On they reach watch, no sir, not for show. No bars made up of fairy tales. I'm trying for a tragedy, I know it well. So put your hands up in the air just for the winners. A peace sign, the pimps, the prostitutes, the sinners. We all deserve a second chance, but we products of illusion and victims of our own circumstance. Apply the pressure, I bet you can. Live the life that you love, shout out to Rand. Love the life that you live, shout out again. It ain't a tough pill to swallow once you comprehend.
Yeah, y'all already know what it is, baby. MCXP Radio. Your boy A Reed is in the mix, man. We here, we live. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. Y'all already know, baby. BGSC Network. Make sure y'all hit the link, man. Hit the bell. Like, subscribe, follow for them too, man. And I'd like to welcome y'all, baby, because it is another edition, and you are officially kicking it in the Monday Man Cave with your boy A Reed. And I'm glad that you're here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that, man. Much to talk about. Y'all know, man. I love football. This is one of the most entertaining times of the year when we get to the playoffs and how everything goes, man. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. I want to make sure you're something. Man, yeah, man. I love the playoffs because this is the most interesting time. Of course, you see my Cincinnati Bengals, they're not in it. Even though we did finish 9-8, but for some reason we didn't get into the playoffs, which I don't know if it's going to be some kind of realignment or anything like that. We discussed this on the Chop Shop with me, Big Game, and my boy Jay Stocks. But it just goes to show you, man, how strong the AFC North is. Probably the toughest division that is in the NFL by far because every team finished over 500. Yet Cincinnati was at the bottom of the barrel this year and did not make it. But needless to say, all the other teams that did make it, you still got Baltimore. Steelers were in it, and they just lost against the Bills. And then we had the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns who just lost as well. But before I even tackle all of that, man, I want to start it off with giving y'all my 3 points if you agree or you disagree. But I got a lot to talk about, man. So please leave your comments and everything. I'll make sure to post up the comments. We'll have the discussion. Please, man. I enjoy it and I love you guys being here with me, man. I got the game in the background. We're trying to pay attention to this Tampa Bay Eagles game. Because we're very interested to see who's going to win this. And I'm somewhat leaning towards an upset by Tampa Bay. But we'll see how this thing goes, man. But let's talk about it, man. My 3 points. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. All right, 3 points, man. 3 points, and I don't want to hold you long, but I want to steer you wrong. Not really. I want to steer you strong, man, and not wrong. But man, I'm having a good time, man. It's been a good weekend for me. Birthday coming up on Thursday too, man. So I'm happy about that. But let's get into the 3 points. My first point is this. The Browns are still considered the bottom dwellers of the AFC North. Now, before everybody hops up on me and these Browns fans hop up on me, because we are both in the AFC North, first and foremost, it's not a shot. This is not a diss. This is not nothing like that. I'm not trying to cut any people's knees, cut any toes, and stuff like that, even though I've seen a lot of Cleveland Browns fans talking mad-ish because their team was in the playoffs and Cincinnati didn't make it. Well, Browns, y'all put on one hell of a show against the Houston Texans. They beat y'all asses 45-14. Now you tell me what that is. Now, I say you guys are the bottom dwellers of the AFC North because I have not seen you guys win the AFC North division. As long as I have been paying attention to the NFL and the playoffs, I have not seen the Cleveland Browns win the division. Gotten close. Y'all had a decent record, 11-6. Still wasn't good enough. Baltimore outdid you guys, and they took hold of that division. Bengals have more division titles than the Browns. Pittsburgh has more division titles. Baltimore has more division titles. I don't think the Browns have one division title. I think it's just a realignment or whatever the case may be, but they don't have one. So in that instance, I'm still saying that you guys are still the bottom dwellers of the AFC North. Again, not a shot or anything like that, but you got to come with it. Now, needless to say, the Browns had their issues. They did have issues at quarterback, and Deshaun Watson was playing, and then he decides to just be here for the rest of the season, whatever the hell that is. And I'm telling you, Houston finessed the shit out of y'all, man, because y'all paying that man $240 million, and he's not even playing. I mean, he's just pretty much stealing money. But I understand that you guys needed to have you a franchise quarterback, so you got him. You got your franchise quarterback in Deshaun Watson, who's sitting on the bench right now, who's not helping you guys. Every year he's hurt for some reason and he doesn't play, but he's collecting that check, and y'all have to pay him because the shit is guaranteed. So you guys have fun with that for however long you guys got to deal with it, while the other teams we do what we need to do. But then again, I digress. Y'all made a good showing against the Houston Texans. Everybody, and I want to say a lot of people, had you guys dubbed out to win this game against the Houston Texans. And guess again, needless, let's say what's wrong with the situation, you guys stunk. Now, I'm not going to blame that on Joe Flacco or anything like that, because to see Flacco come from sitting on the couch at his house, to leading you guys all the way to the playoffs is a tremendous feat. And Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback with the Baltimore Ravens back in the gap. Still, defense gave up 45 points. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it, especially in the playoffs. And so much crap was talked from Browns fans to Bengals fans, and you guys come out and perform like this. It's damn near like a goose egg in my book. Man, you guys sit down. Sit down. I don't want to really dig too much into the fans because I got other points to make. I don't want to do much, not too much entirely to the fans and entirely to the team, because I understand how hard it is to get to the playoffs. Going to the playoffs is half of your season. That is this halfway of your season is getting to where you got. And you guys won 11 games, man, which is a tremendous feat. Congratulations. But you got your ass whooped in the first round. Last time I checked, Bengals have at least gotten to uh two AFC championship games, Super Bowl. And you can tell us, boy, y'all didn't win. Shit, y'all didn't get that close. I digress. Browns, dog pound, y'all are still the bottom dwellers of the AFC North. One hell of a defense, though. I give you that. One hell of a defense throughout this year, but whatever it is, whatever the case may be, y'all wasn't shit. This game against the Houston Texans, y'all was boo boo. So, boo boo. Boo boo. You can go home, sit on the couch, and go to Cancun like the rest of us. All right? Because y'all is out of it. All right? That's my one point. Do you agree and disagree? I agree. Browns, y'all are the bottom dwellers still of the AFC North. Just taking a look. It is what it is. Number 2 on my 3 points list. I want to say this, man, and I mean this with all seriousness and sincerity. The Detroit Lions belong in the playoffs. The Detroit Lions belong in the playoffs. Detroit is one hell of a team. And I kind of said it before. I think I said it on the last show that I had, on the New Year's show that I did, that I was already kind of claiming that the Lions would be a dark horse team in the NFC. Guys, I'm still saying that. I'm still saying that. Now, granted, they played one hell of a game, and it was a very, very tough game that they had against the Rams, the LA Rams. But Rams had a it was a pretty, pretty even match. You know what I'm saying? So it really could have went either way. But with the Lions winning the game and doing what they did, we're seeing right now before our eyes that the Detroit Lions are a for real team. They are. They are. Finally won the division. Finally won them a playoff game. What can you say, man? What can you say? They are definitely the Cinderella team of this year. And I think a lot of people are paying attention to them. A lot of people are keeping their eyes on them because I think kind of deep down in our hearts, we're secretly rooting to see the little guy come on up and climb that mountain and defeat, the big bad wolf, the big bad boss of the hill. And you want to see the Lions do it. Square biz. You want to see them do it. I know I do. Kind of been a fan of the Lions, man. Not a diehard fan like I am with Cincinnati, but I'm rooting for them, man. Barry Sanders days, um, especially man when Stafford was with them. Still believe shit. Calvin Johnson's still one of the best wide receivers that I've ever seen play the game. Um, they've had some pieces over there, in their history. So it's good to see that team finally come up and not be bottom dwellers like the Browns, but to see them come up and do what they need to do, man. So I'm happy for the Lions, man, and I'm interested to see how far that they can go, you know, uh, in these playoffs. Now, no, I don't think, no, I don't think that they're going to be playing San Francisco. I think that's Green Bay. So I think they're going to be playing. Lions are going to be playing the winner of this game, the Eagles and Tampa Bay. So looking at that, Lions possibly have a chance to go to the NFC Championship game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They have a possible chance to do it. And the crazy part is the team I'm about to talk about next, they were my pick for the NFC Championship game. But I guess don't look at me. I'm not out there. I'm not playing the game. I'm not doing it, but it's good to see other teams do it. So let's go to my third point right here that I want to make. That I have lost all faith in the Dallas Cowboys. All faith. Now, Jay Stoggs don't get mad at me. All you other Cowboys fans don't get mad at me. I know you guys are upset. I know you're reeling and all of that. And I'll talk about it a little bit more. I will talk about this a little bit more, you know, down the line in this show. But when I'm saying that I have lost faith in the Cowboys, I'm saying this. I don't want to hear any more talk about how far this team can go. I don't want to hear anything else. And I know they have to do it on the radio, on the local radio, 105 through the fan. Everybody that, reports on these guys and stuff like that. I know. I know it. Y'all have to analyze every single game. You have to come out and say this person's doing this person's doing that, this person's not doing this, so forth and so on. I don't want to hear anything about the Cowboys anymore. I don't have any high expectations for the Cowboys. Like I said, this was my team that I had picked to go to the NFC Championship game. I felt like this was the year that the Cowboys was actually going to prove everybody wrong. Get to that game and possibly, depending on who they play in the NFC Championship, it'll determine if they're going to go to the Super Bowl or not. I was thinking that they were probably going to end up beating San Francisco out. That's what I thought. Guess not, buddy. Guess not. Guess not. Cowboys, man, y'all really bombed that game as well. Final score of that game was 48-32. And don't get it wrong. I know it's just 32 that the Cowboys had, but that was like around garbage time, garbage minutes. They were scoring points to pad their stats like towards the end of the game. Those points didn't really count. By the end of the first half, these guys were down 27, I believe, 27-7, something like that. Dak throwing 2 picks. Defense playing horrendous. I mean, Cowboys, y'all gave up more points than the Browns. The Browns gave up 45, and y'all gave up 48. In the playoffs? 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 Come on. You got to do better. Got to do better. So I'm just at the point now, man, and I know I'm here in the DFW area. I hear a lot of talk about the Cowboys. The Cowboys, I was actually rooting for them because my team was out. So I just figured, man, I'm gonna go ahead and root for the home squad. Then y'all show up like that. Man, hell. Sit down. I don't want to hear any more Cowboy talk. It's gonna be hard to hear fans. It's really gonna be hard to hear fans have actual faith in this squad anymore. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to hear all the chatter that comes up next year. It is. It is. But I digress. I'll talk more about them and the Browns fans here later in the show. But I wanted to make those 3 points that the Browns are still the bottom dwellers of the AFC North. Put that up one more time. The Detroit Lions, they do belong in the playoffs. And I have lost all faith in what you guys call America's team. Even if they are American. Are they America's team? Are they even considered America's team anymore? Dallas Cowboys, y'all got to be better. Got to be better. Got to be better. All right. Well, let's go to my next part, man. Y'all know how we got it, man. We got winners, we got losers, and I'm just telling you right now, we had some winners and we had some losers over this weekend. Let's talk about it. Winners and losers, man. The nice little segment that I came up in and kind of, highlight a couple of guys that did their things and then highlight some people that didn't do their thing. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, and this is crazy, man. I was looking up the stats. Check this. My first winner, man. My first winner that we're going to go with. I'll pull them up. First winner of this weekend is going to go to my man, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud. Bro, you're a winner. You are a winner. What you have done with the Houston Texans, what you and D'Amico Ryans have done with the Houston Texans is quite phenomenal, quite amazing. CJ Stroud should be the rookie of the year this year. Offensive rookie of the year, most definitely. D'Amico Ryan should be coach of the year this year for making a complete turnaround of this team, of this Houston Texas team. Complete turnaround. Now, granted, I will say this, man. It was just a few years back once they had Deshaun Watson, man, and how they was doing Deshaun, and they really put a bad stain in a lot of people's mouths of a team that nobody really wanted to go to. But them making the right choice of bringing this guy CJ Stroud in, putting him into the mix, letting him know that he's the future, he's the guy. And Stroud has just been playing his butt off. Okay. Stroud went 16 for 21, 274 yards with 3 touchdowns. Damn good, man. Now he's leading these guys to the divisional round. I believe they're playing. I think they actually got Baltimore next. I'm not sure. I have to look. But man, come on, man. That's winter vibes, bro. That's complete winter vibes. Complete winter vibes. CJ Stroud deserves, man, to be a winner. He deserves a rookie of the year trophy. Definitely needs to go to him. Um, it's hard enough in the NFL to put a team on your back like that and take them all the way that they need, take them all the way that they need to go, taking them into the playoffs. After y'all had some bad seasons, you come in first year and you take your team to the playoffs, man. Straight out, man. Salute to CJ Stroud. Definitely salute to CJ. CJ, you are definitely a winner from this past weekend. Congratulations, my guy. My next winner that I have is Mr. Jordan Love. Jordan Love. You came out and did your thing too, bro. You are a winner. Definitely a winner in my book. And check this out. Look at the stat line for for Jordan Love. 16 for 21, like CJ Stroud. 272 yards. Stroud had 274 and 3 touchdowns. Literally, CJ Stroud and Jordan Love had an identical game. Identical game. Led their teams to over 40 points. Defense stood up on both sides. On both teams, they stood up. Wreck shop. Did what they needed to do. Jordan Love, congratulations, sir. You are a winner. Definite winner in my book, man. You know. And the wild part about it is he had been sitting behind Aaron Rodgers for a number of years. I don't think a lot of people really had faith in Love. I don't think a lot of people saw him as a predecessor. Don't think they did. And yet, look what he's done. He's got the Packers looking resurgent. It's a new look Packers team now. I didn't expect the Packers to get this far. Not at all. But it's just as entertaining as watching CJ Stroud take the Houston Texans as far as they're doing right now. So another winner in my book, man. You got CJ Stroud, you got Jordan Love. Those guys did their jobs. Did their jobs. My last winner has to go out to Coach Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions. This is another guy that could possibly be. This is my other guy that could be in the running for Coach of the Year because he helped Detroit get a division title, and I think that might kind of push him over the edge over D'Amico. But they got that first division title since like what 93 or something like that. Yeah, man. Dan Campbell, salute to you, sir. Dan Campbell to me, man, is like the epitome of like that one coach, man. That golly, like there's always that one coach that you had in the locker room that man, you kind of wished he was the head coach because you knew you could get behind him. Like the way he motivated you, he's like the guy that could look at you and see like the good in you, and like put you in the best positions to do your best, to really go out there and shine. And it feels like Dan Campbell does that with all of his players. He knows all of their strengths and their weaknesses. He knows everything that he needs to with those guys. And he takes those guys, put them in positions that he needs them to be in so they can be successful. And look, these guys come out, the Detroit Lions, they come out. They hold it down, man. They hold it down. They hold this shit down. Proud of them guys, man. Proud of them guys. So yes, Dan Campbell, you are, sir, a winner in my book. Congratulations, sir, for everything that you were doing because you bringing a whole new light into the city of Detroit. Detroit ain't really had that much light, man, sports wise in a long time. In a long time, especially football wise. Especially football wise. And to see that this is what you guys are doing makes me want to play for Detroit. Makes me want to play at Dan Campbell. Feel like you can run through a brick wall for him. And currently, Tampa Bay is beating Philadelphia Eagles 13-0 in the second quarter. The hell is going on? Oh my God, what is going on with this? I'm fucking surprised. Tampa Bay is beating Philadelphia. Ain't the same Philly team, man. I don't know what it is. Pull that plug. Ain't the same Philly team. Let's go to my losers. Let's go to my losers. 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 And I said I was going to come back to y'all. Let's get it. Let me put this up. Oh, no. We suck again. Yeah, Browns fans. I gotta come back to you. I gotta come back to you. Yeah, Browns, y'all are losers. Again, losing this game 45-14, having probably the number one defense this year, and you guys give it 45 points. You know, Joe Flacco has picks, but when you're giving up 45 points, excuse me, when you're giving up 45 points, that just means the defensive coordinator, the game plan isn't working. The players don't know what the hell they're doing defensive wise. Nobody is tackling. Nobody's doing what they need to do. Everybody's assignments is just up in the air. Y'all just playing like two hand touch, like nobody's paying attention to any of this. Browns fans, I'm not gonna say that y'all deserve this shit. I'm not gonna say that. But this is to me, this is karma. This is what happens when you talk mad crap. This is what happens when you talk a lot of mad crap to other successful teams who, by the way, and let's just get it straight. Cincinnati is only in this situation because Joe Burrow goes down for the season. Plus, we had a backup, Jake Browning, who still took us to get to what? Still above 500? Y'all had four different quarterbacks, won 11 games, got to the playoffs, and choked. So I just want to say, man, it's the reason that you guys are still at the bottom of the barrel at the total poll in the AFC North. It's a reason. It's a reason. Now I'm not gonna, give out any personal distance. When I'm dissing a fan base, I gotta give to all of them because I've seen all of this crap that they've been saying about Cincinnati. I've seen guys making posts talking about they hope Joe Burrow's knee gets shredded and all this old bullshit. Bro, you can sit on a thumbtack and rotate. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I never wish that kind of shit on anybody. Never do. Never do. Never would. Um, but Browns, this is karma. To me, this is karma. This is what happens when you talk all this mad shit, thinking that y'all gonna run shit, and then you go over there and just stink it up. So have fun in Cancun. Have fun wherever you guys are gonna be. Miles Garrett, all you other guys, David and Joku. Uh, y'all have fun. Y'all sitting at the house just like the rest of us. If y'all won the game, I probably wouldn't even be you talking down on me. But the fact that y'all lost this bad, Cincinnati wouldn't have lost that bad. I don't believe that. Cincinnati wouldn't have lost that bad. Pittsburgh wouldn't have lost that bad. Baltimore wouldn't have lost that bad. But you guys, yeah, y'all did it. Y'all did it. So guess what? Browns, y'all are losers. Y'all are losers in my book. Let me bring that right back up. Losers. Losers. You can't see the last part. Yeah, you suck again. And again. All right. My next losers. I know we already kind of talked about this, but damn, man. Oh, you Dallas Cowboys fans. You Dallas Cowboys fans. The Cowboys and the fans in general. The look on the Cowboys fans like, hell yeah. You better get out. It's a wild movie. It's a wild movie. But definitely Cowboys and the diehard fans. I can't necessarily say I feel your pain, but I feel your pain. But and let's just somewhat analyze this shit. Again, I told you guys. I'm not gonna get up here. I don't want to hear another Cowboys fan come out, especially next year. Please, Cowboys fans don't. And I'm saying it for the sanity and the you know what I'm saying. Like I'm saying it for the realism and the sanity of everybody here in the DFW area. Next year, don't even say shit about y'all going to the Super Bowl. Don't say nothing. Don't come out and be like we're going to the Super Bowl this year. Don't even bring that crap. Don't even bring up that kind of karma to you guys. It's got to be something. I don't know what it is. Some bad mojo or something that is going on in the Dallas Cowboys organization or something. I don't know if it's Jerry Jones. I don't know what the case may be. But there's no that team right there was poised to make a definite run to the NFC Championship game, possibly the Super Bowl, and they choked like a motherfucker. Choked horribly. Choked horribly. So I don't want fans to come out next year saying that we're gonna win the Super Bowl because I'm gonna stop that shit. I'm gonna check that at the door and be like, no, no. I've lost all faith because every time the Cowboys look to seem like that they have a squad that's gonna do something, they pull out some shit like this. They lose in the first round. Or they got to the second round and get their ass drugged. Like they do something. Granted, Dak wasn't on point. Dak almost had 3 picks. But I'm gonna say this. I credit 2 scores for the Packers. 2 scores. I blame 2 scores, at least 14 points on Dak Prescott because of the 2 interceptions. Okay. So that's 14 points. Now, if the defense did their thing, I feel like that could have still kept you guys in the game. It could have eventually kept it close and ended up somehow turning the tide and winning if the defense did their job. But the fact of the matter is, the defense did not do their job. Dak, you credited for 2 touchdowns, 14 points. Yeah. But that defense was fucking horrible. Horrible. Linebackers couldn't do crap. Where was Michael Parsons? Saying you the best in the league, man, and you ain't sure. Stephen Gilmore was fucking horrible. Safeties, horrible. Got burnt so many times. I mean, plays right up to me, right behind the safety. Why walk over right down the field? Easy throws for Jordan Love. If there's any fingers that need to be pointed out at this game, you pointed at Dan Quinn, you pointed at that defense. Yes, that gets his blame. Yes, McCarthy gets his blame. But to give up 48 points, that means the defense did not show up whatsoever. And you need to be pointing fingers at Dan Quinn and some of them defensive players. That's what you need to do. So, Cowboys fans, I'm telling you, I know you die hard. I know you guys say it every single year. This is my team. I'm respectful, all that good stuff. I have yet to talk to my man Jay Stoggers. I want to get his opinion on these issues with the Cowboys. I know he's steaming. I know he's pretty much pissed off at man, which he has every right to be. Every right to be. But y'all are losers. Y'all are fucking losers, man. It's bad, man. It's bad. It's just bad. Changes will probably have to end up being made. I don't know if you fire McCarthy. It's hard for me to say that you fire McCarthy because McCarthy is giving you 3 12-win seasons. Since he's gotten here, y'all have won 12 games. Excuse me, each 3 seasons have gotten to the playoffs. That's half the battle. The second part is just erasing all the jitters and doing what you need to do when you get into the playoffs game. And for some reason, you guys just shit bricks when it comes to the playoffs. So I don't know if that's on McCarthy. I don't know who that's on. But I feel like something is going to have to be made, some kind of change. I don't know necessarily about Dak. I still like Dak. I think Dak is who he is. I think this was his best season. This was his best season under Mike McCarthy calling plays. But this being that season, another letdown. You know, what can you say? So it's kind of hard to piece up. Um, but with that being said, it brings me to my third point on the winners and losers, especially on the loser side. Everybody that talked down on your boy Cam Newton, yeah, everybody had a lot of shit to say about Cam Newton when Cam Newton came out not too long ago about saying about game changers and game managers. Matter of fact, I'm gonna run that clip real quick. Gonna run that clip real quick. Here we go. Cam, speak on it, bro.
To put that in its own right as game managers, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and really Dak Prescott. These are game managers. They're not difference makers.
And when you say game manager, I'm not asking you to go out and win the game. I'm just asking you not to lose.
Not to lose the game. Listen, motherfucker, I don't give a damn what you do. You don't have to score every time. You just don't have to throw a pick every time either. If we're going to really call a spade, a game manager is different than a game changer.
Hey.
I don't know who that guy is, but you just saw what you saw what I posted. You just saw that TikTok. Okay. Cam Newton was right. Tua being a game manager. They out the playoffs. They out the playoffs. Okay. We have yet to see what San Francisco gonna do. They could possibly be out the game. I'm looking at Jalen Hurts right now, who I thought was a game manager. Jalen Hurts, or a game changer. And he's sucking up right now. Tell me. I think people like Kimberly Barton and people who have never played the game, who have these comments and these opinions, it baffles me when you have a guy who was an MVP of the league, a guy that did take a team to the Super Bowl, a guy that has proven that at the top elite levels of NFL that he has success. Cam Newton can ball. In his heyday, in his prime, Cam Newton was a fucking game changer. Yes, he was. I think he has all rights to tell you who's game changers and who's game managers. You don't want. He made a very good point. He said, with the game managers, don't lose the game. Don't throw a pick to help me lose the game. Did Tua throw picks? I believe so. Dak threw almost 3 picks. Look what happened. I mean, Joe Flacco is not a game changer. He's a game manager. Threw picks, they lost. You know, I be saying this stuff sometimes about Josh Allen. You know, Josh Allen had a good game, but it's just a matter of time where, you know, he might throw picks and end up killing that game too. You know, waiting on it. So I think, for what Cam said, man, I think he's right. So for everybody that kind of doubted Cam Newton and was kind of saying that he wasn't what he was saying, everybody with the diss, y'all are looking pretty stupid right now. Looking very, very stupid. I'm sure somebody that has been in the league, has been there, and has competed at the top level. That's why I like when I ask big game questions. Like I can take Big Game's advice, because Big Game has been in the locker room. He's been at the NFL locker room. He knows what goes on behind us. He knows what goes on with the practices and the games and everything like that. So I would take his expertise probably over a sportscaster who's never played the game. I'll probably do that 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10. So I just wanted to know, everybody that said that Cam Newton was wrong, y'all proved him right. Y'all are sitting there looking stupid. Sitting there looking very, very stupid. But I digress, man. I digress. Look, I'm anxious to see how the rest of this NFL playoffs unfolds. Like I said, man, Tampa Bay is 13-3. So Philly actually scored a field goal. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Tampa Bay got the ball. Hey, man. It's gonna be an interesting playoffs. I put something that this one was gonna be very, very interesting round. For some reason, this year is gonna be very, very interesting. But yeah, you know, I can't wait till next season. I want to see healthy Joe Burrow do what he needs to do. Get my boys back in the mix like we should, you know. But damn, man, shit is crazy. It's definitely crazy. You know, definitely crazy. But that's what you gotta love about NFL football, because when you get to the playoffs, It's win or go home. It's not necessarily the best team that's out there, the better team. It is the more prepared team at that time of the day, at that time, and at that game. Once game time hits, which team is sitting there eye to eye and ready to ball, and which team is not doing it. Case in point, man. You see what happens. See what happens when preparation ain't perfected. When you're not doing your job. So I think everybody's on the edge right now to see how these coaching moves are going to go. Uh, we still got Carolina that's out there. We still got Tennessee that's out there. The Chargers job is out there. The Raiders job is out there. Seahawks job is out there. A number of teams out there that are going to be looking for their next coach. I know New England Patriots already signed Jared Mayo. He will be their next head coach. And shout out to Jay Styles. Jay Styles made an important point when he was on the Chop Shop this past Friday. Make sure you guys check that out. But he did say that he felt like Jared Mayo was just going to be that bandage um, head coach. They know who they want to go for. They know who ultimately what guy that they want to have lead the squad. Um, but you got to put somebody there in the mix. And then it's kind of strange because I never would have expected the Patriots to hire a minority, so to speak. But anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. So congratulations to Jared Mayo and getting his chance. Let's see what he can do. But like I said, it's a number of jobs that's out there. Atlanta, um, just a number of places, man. So it's going to be interesting with this coaching carousel. Who's going to go where? If Mike McCarthy ends up getting fired, I'm sure he's going to end up somewhere else. But I think everybody is looking to see where Bill Belichick is going to end up. I know they were saying Jim Harbaugh, that just won national championship with Michigan. He's up in the air. Dan Quinn, supposedly, they've been leading him to Seattle. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this coaching carousel goes. But I'm gonna be on it just like the rest of you guys, man, and I appreciate it. But yeah, man, my 3 points, man, and my winners and losers. I didn't want to hold you guys too long, man, but y'all know how we do it here at MCSP Radio. We got a lot of things going on and popping. Also, man, everybody that's tuning in, man. New album that is coming out. My new album, man, Paradigm, that is coming out, featuring my boy Nums, my man James, King James, man. Uh, the Infonaut held it down, did a lot of engineering, man. So thanks to him. Dope ass EP. Pre-orders are already out. You can find that over there on Spotify. But it will be dropping on my birthday here on Thursday, January 18th. So make sure you guys go out there and count that, man. Celebrate the birthday with me. But in all retrospect, man, I love the show. I love doing this show. And I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in, logging in, joining in. Please make sure you guys continue to join BGSC Network. Tune into all the shows that we have, man. Two Birds, Cowboys Cutting Up, Chop Shop, Big Game Sports Buzz, everything that we do, we try to hold it down, man, and give it to the people, and have fun with it at the same time, man. So it's a good thing, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I can't leave without giving you guys a good word. And I always tell you, man, if you guys suffer from anything, any kind of mental illness, please seek help from somebody that has dealt with it in this past time and somewhat deals with it now to this day, man. It's always good to find some help somewhere. Talk it out with somebody that you trust. You can always talk with friends, family, loved ones. A lot of times they'll tell you things that you want to hear to kind of pacify the mood, but sometimes it's good to get with somebody who can help you and tell you what you need to hear. Okay. So make sure you guys do that, man, at all costs. Get you some help, man. Love you guys, man. Please. Everybody's in my heart, man. I want to see everybody do good. Really, really do. I see everybody do good this year. All right, man. For myself, for everybody else, man, BGSC Network, everybody else, I'm out. Finna go give me some rest. I gotta work, man. But gotta give you that good show, man. MCSP Radio live here on there, man. BGSC Network, YouTube, all of that good stuff, man. Until next time, man, y'all take it easy, all right? Peace.
Cruising in a Rari, the hair and nails are toes done. Always keep